without nitrosite. I think I still win this. I'll let him catch up a little bit. Back it up, give him some gas here. Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in on today's episode from KSJ Gaming, and we're going to go ahead and go through our goals, and we want to go ahead and complete all these goals real quick. I think we can actually probably do this within all these gas pips that we have. Let's just go ahead and switch cars just for a second. I'm just going to burn through, show you how I burn through to get 100 perfect shifts. Just to give you an example, I'll just do 2 sets of this, and whatever's remaining, I will, I'll eventually hit in the game, actually doing races. I think I have a little over 22 hours before it actually resets again. So let me just show you. So, also presents this new feature here. This is definitely going to be super helpful, which I'm kind of geeked about. I haven't actually really dove into it. But this is nice, so you can have, several different live tunes. You can have a quarter-mile tune in here, a half-mile tune. You can have, obviously, both the same, a quarter-mile and a half-mile live tune. So I really like that they have the presets in here. But anyways, we are going to get back to testing. Oh, shoot. And this is how half-mile launch on. Okay, that's fine. This is how you're going to go ahead and blast through perfect shifts if you have to. Find a car that has a really strong shift pattern, and you'll see exactly what I mean here. Okay, I think you guys get the picture. So I just wanted to show that to you. I've also done this in some other videos in the past, but just to give you an idea, just a little hack, a little trick to get your shift patterns if, you just don't know it, if you didn't know a way to do it. So yeah, what was that, 50 shifts right there? Could do that twice, and that's it, we get our gold for completing that goal. So I'm going to switch on back to a live tuned T5, which is my Aventor coupe. Now I'll show you how this is set up real quick. Then we'll just go do some live racing and we'll call it. I like to have some fun with some live racing. If you guys know, I bring every vehicle. So here's my live tune. Basically I have a 0 stock in the engine and a 1 for the intake. And then let's see, so 1 for the intake, a 1 on the body. When I say 1, I mean stage 1, and then we have the engine stocked. So, and I'll show you what the dyno is, and then I'll show you what we actually run with this car. So the dyno currently right now is 26.133. So this is what my half-mile time is. Here's what we actually run. So let me show you. Now for this particular setup, I've noticed whenever you have a live tune in the Aventor coupe, you're going to want, I like to do the drop method, which basically I rev down, and then when it gets to the top of 1, I let go, launch, hit nitrous right away, get close to a perfect as possible, no big deal if you don't. And I'll just kind of show you exactly what we run into. I will not shift after 4th gear, we'll let this rev out, and 15.0. So realistically, 14.9 is kind of where I usually sit at, but 15.0, 14.9, tomato at this point. But remind you, it was dynoed at 26, so literally knocked 11 seconds off of the time frame. So good and bad. The good is that, well, the good is that you're going to get into a lower, a slower lobby when you go to live race. The bad is the system realizes that, this car, even if it was like completely stocked all the way out, it still wouldn't run 26. So you're in a lobby that's slower, but you're not going to be in a lobby full of T1s or T2s or whatever. You're not going to be in that lobby. But we'll get into some T4s for sure. Let's go check it out. Let's check it out. I got 4 minutes for a daily battle. Cool. So I at least saved 1 gas pip for that. All right, let's go knock these out. Okay. Let's pick anybody here. Now they have a 3 in front of their name. They refuse this. They have a 3 in front of their name, which means they've already completed Tempest 3. Same thing with the Spaniel. We're just going to go ahead and look for anybody. And we'll see. We'll see if we get some action. Hey, now, I'm not sure in the lobby, but I'm overly confident that we should win this, and I guess we'll find out. I'm going to put my money where my mouth's at, and we'll find out if we have a chance here. So in order for this car to get its best, its best start, we're going to hit nitrous right in first gear. Normally I wouldn't. I would test the field, but I really don't want to lose 200, so. And I think I'm just going to wind it out. I'm going to back this down too, because okay, so yeah, I definitely overshot that. Like I said, not being sure. So I'm going to assume that this guy, was definitely trying here. 16.7. So we're going to say the field's right around 16.7. I believe I can actually win that without using nitrous. So the next race we do, I'm not going to use nitrous. So let's see what we have here. Okay. I'll even try racing the same guy or whomever. Now the reason why I put them all in, because most racers are going to know once you bet whatever amount you bet, if you back out of it, you lose that bet. Okay, all right, let's see this one now. Here we go. Yeah, without nitrous, I think I still win this. I'll let him catch up with him. I'm gonna back it up, give him some gas here. Okay, cool. So that little, when I say back it up, I downshifted, then I shifted it again. So definitely I can win these without nitrous so far. But that doesn't mean with everybody it'll work like that. Now, it is possible to bring a T4 and stay into a T4 lobby, and also, have it to where it will run a live tune for a T4, like my Fair Lady, the Nissan Fair Lady. Come on. I have that live tuned as well. Wow. Now, this one could be a gamble. I mean, this T5 could be really heavily tuned down as well, and I could lose this race if there's going to be money put on the line. Well, we'll find out. But I'm always willing to put it up. And here's what happened. Here's what happens if let's say you lose, right? Let's say, oh, I already raced this guy, I think, or tried betting him before. Oh, okay. Here's what happens. As soon as I lose a race, and I do the math, and I'm like, wait a second, this person's like uberly fast. Now you're gonna notice I'm gonna go ahead and feather some of these shifts here. Let them know it's not a complete blowout all the way through. And downshift right at the last second. So you keep it close like that. There was no money in the line, so I was okay with that. I was okay with letting that, letting it be real close like that. Obviously, people they don't like to see, you be halfway down the track and stuff before they before they start to catch up. But okay, let me get back to that. So as soon as you end up realizing, hey, my car runs whatever time it may be. In this aspect, 14.9 is pretty much my quickest time I can get with this tune right now. As soon as I get into a race where they're going to beat my time, and I take into consideration their their delayed launch. And I also, obviously their time and also their launch time as well. So if their launch time, so let's see what this guy's launch time was. Okay, whatever. So 16.5. If their launch time along with the time that they put up is lower than my 14.9, then I know that I just met an opponent that can beat my live tune. So what do is you go back and you adjust something on your tune. Maybe you take off a stage 5 or stage 6, drop it down to whatever, stage 1 or something, and then you work it from that way. Also, what I say is I'm trying to think here. Kind of lost my train of thought, like watching the races and bets and things. What's the other thing I was going to say? So I'm going to let this guy kind of, hold on, let me just focus on this real quick. I'm going to let him kind of like win a little bit. Let him pull ahead. I'm going to leave it here. Oh, I'll leave it here. So that was a good race. Wasn't anything crazy. I beat him by, just under a tenth. If he would have had, he's probably wants to race again because he was like, man, if I had a better start, then I could have got him, right? So now we jump it up. If he wants to race now, it's gonna cost him. He may do it, may back out. There we go. So this is the whole baiting thing, right? So if I would have went ahead and just blew his doors off and he was, left him in the dust, which I easily could have, then I wouldn't be getting a second race right now. So that's how it works. Well, this is how you want, you want to get money. This is how you do it. Now it went reverse. I got a 117 launch and he got a 033. So yeah, just changing up your tunes. That will always get you into another lobby. Also, another thing I want to mention here is you don't have to. I know there's like speculation about you know, these cars are always so, what the hell's going on? I can't even like accept something. But there's this, you know, this misconception that, you know, you have to wait weeks or you have to waste a ton of gas or something like that to go ahead and get a new race, that, or, you know, in order to get, you know, back into another lobby. That's not the case at all. You don't have to do that. You can literally change something in your vehicle right away and then get right back into a live race, like without, you know, without question. So you don't have to wait a week or 2 weeks or do some kind of crazy like updating in the game, or, you know, uninstall and reinstall. You don't have to do none of that stuff. All you simply do, you test it, and as soon as you put up, you know, as soon as you upgrade or downgrade, I guess you could say, you know, whatever you're doing with your car to make it, you know, to put in a live tune, and you get that dyno time. As soon as you run that dyno time in your test, you're good to go. As long as you know that, you know, you're happy with how much time you beat the dyno by. Now, case in point, now I want to bring this back to my other point here. Mind you, I dynoed at 26 and some change, but I run a 14.9. So 11 seconds. I beat my dyno by 11 seconds, but I'm in a field of cars that are running 16.3. So just to give you an idea that even though, you know, because realistically T5 car completely stock isn't going to run a 26 half mile, you know, a 26 second half mile. It's just not going to happen. So this is why, you know, now I can definitely get into a slower lobby if my dyno wasn't so like unbelievable, you know, to the system, if that makes sense. So that's just one thing I want to point out. So if I really had like maybe an 18-second dyno, then I could really get into a slower, you know, a slower lobby. Oh, I wanted to nudge him out, and I did exactly that. He might want to race again. I don't know, because he did have a, you know, 117 launch. When I say 117, that's just 0.117. Just so you guys know. Now, Mar is not inside of they're not inside of a crew. So I'm gonna go easy on them. I'm just gonna do 10.5. I'll go easy on them. Hey, if Mar's active, then, you know, you can send a request to join the crew. That's definitely something we want, you know, active players. We like active players. Oh, he did his nitrous a lot sooner this time. I don't know what happened to the sound. The sound just... So he did his nitrous sooner this time. So he did... Okay. Oh, now watch these bad boys. Guys, I apologize. I forgot to press play. I've been... Just did all kinds of bets and... Just went through all kinds of I don't know, $200,000 bet, then another 90 and a 35, and or not a 35, a 60 or whatever, and then I just lost one for $1,100. Here, we'll try putting this guy in here. We'll at least do 16. Oh, sorry about that. So what I was saying, I don't know if, man, I'm not sure how long, like, you guys, they want to raise to 17. Well, now you know I'm going to put you all in, dude. What I was saying is, I'm trying to think how far back. Maybe it was before I watched all the ads. Hold on, let me go ahead and get this this set up here. Oh, this guy was way late. Man. I'm just gonna like wind out like third gear and that's it. I'll let him catch up a little bit. So yeah, what I was saying is that let me know if there's anything you guys want to see, any kind of content, anything special. Let's look at his launch. 1.07. So when you get a 1.067, what that means is that they did not launch. They like let the computer launch for them. That's what that means. Okay, we'll do it. Anyways, that's what that means. Let me know what you guys want to see. You know, if you guys are liking this, just give me a thumbs up, please. I would really appreciate that. Like super much obliged. That even makes sense. If you see, they did it again. Look at them. They are waiting to launch. Wow. Well, yeah. So as far as content goes, let me know what you guys think. If you're liking it, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the notifications. When you do the notifications, you guys will be able to get the latest and greatest right away. So you'll be notified that some new content just dropped. And you guys will be good to go. Alrighty, well listen, we're about 21 minutes into this thing. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off here, and I'll probably come back at this at a later time with a new video. But listen guys, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, and hopefully I get to see you on the starting line.